How's it going? My name's Matt Pryor, and this is IndieRockReviews.com. Yes, I have my first solo record out. I've put out several other records with various other bands, but this is my first solo endeavor, and it's a quiet, acoustic-oriented, pseudo-folk emo extravaganza.
Awesome. Now that's out now?
Yes, it came out July 29th on Vagrant Records.
Cool. Tell us a little bit about how do you like the solo experience? Is it different?
It's mellow. It's very mellow. It's me and my buddy Chris Connelly, who is in a band called Saves the Day, rolling around in the van here. If you want to get a shot of the van here, don't look at the license plate. Don't look at the license plate. But this is the Palace, as we like to call it. And so it's just me and Chris and my buddy Joe and sometimes my buddy Darren, rolling around in the van. And we bring our families along. His wife and daughter are out, and my daughter was out for a while. And other kids are meeting us in Texas, and we go camping. We went camping last night, San Mateo Creek, I think is what San Mateo Creek, I think, right down there by I don't know, south of here. Yeah, but yeah, we went camping last night. Good times. We roll up. We get here about 15 minutes before doors open. Plug in and go. No stress. Well, they're kind of the same thing because basically the solo stuff is sort of like what I write before I give it to the band. Okay. And then so like if you took the solo record and then I gave it to the band, it would exponentially expand. Sure. And so it would add bass, drums, and guitar at the least, and strings, horns, banjos, mandolins, violins, everything, motorcycles. To it. So it's really not that much different, like at least in the initial phases. So
people that have been
so far, the reviews that I've seen of it say that it's kind of like if you like the Get Up Kids, or the New Amsterdams, but like in a stripped down kind of way. So I don't know.
You just write it.
I just write songs, and if you like them, cool, and if not, that's fine too.
We always try to ask
well, okay. So the first night. We've been doing this thing where, like, if we end up doing an encore, then it'll be like I've been closing most nights, but Chris is closing tonight. And so if they call for an encore, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll do a song if Chris will come up and play a song first, and then he'll play a Saves the Day song. But the first night, he was really nervous about playing solo, and so he had done a couple of shots at the bar. And so he got up on stage, and he couldn't remember how to play any of his own songs. So the only thing he could remember how to play was Imagine by John Lennon. So if you look on YouTube now, there's Chris Connelly and Matt Pryor, and it's him playing Imagine and me playing the tambourine, and it's pretty bitchin'. He does a pretty mean Imagine, actually. So I got into music just kind of randomly. Like I always dug the 45s I would get when I was a kid, and then got really into glam metal from the late 80s.
Who didn't?
But you can quiz me. I know that's like when you first get into music, yeah, and you get like really rabid about it, and like you like buy every magazine and you read every article. That's how I was about glam metal. So even though I don't like so much of it anymore, I know more about Sunset Strip, Los Angeles, circa 1988 than anybody from Kansas should ever actually know. So. But anyway, so after that, then so it's like that's what got me into kind of into music, and then I started getting into the whole kind of DIY like Discord, Fugazi kind of East Coast sort of hardcore / punk scene, and that kind of formed my ethics and how I try to do things, and then then it's all downhill from there. That's E-Rock right there. E-Rock. E-Rock's my bass player.
Howdy.
Yeah, do you got food? Okay. Whatever. In-N-Out Burger's still good even when it's cold. We don't have In-N-Out Burger back home, so it's a Southern California treat.
Where's home?
Lawrence, Kansas. Home of the 2008 NCAA champion men's basketball, Kansas Jayhawks, and Orange Bowl champion, Kansas Jayhawks.
Proof.
Douglas County. Only good county in Kansas. Actually, that's not true. It's mostly true. Fine, it's entirely
You
true.
live there now too?
Yep.
Born and raised, stayed there?
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri originally, but I moved to Lawrence 8 years ago.